said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fakes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was in serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ruiz. His defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here we go, here we go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Tigers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. It's caught. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Powers through the defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Sends it back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Battle for the Cy-Hawk going down today, guys, and we've got an update in the always entertaining game between the Cyclones and Hawkeyes. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Right on the money. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next.
Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Ducks looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Boom. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end now in motion. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Dropping back, it's McKee. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires on the move. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Keeps it on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Finds a little space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will take.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man quickly. Oh, he got loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Tiger! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on its way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Using his feet to buy time. Working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
LSU 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Flying the friendly skies. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
35. LSU 21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The tight end. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scanning the field, it's McKee. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
A huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing him throw it vertically downfield.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. LSU quick to the line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Big fella INT. Great job recognizing the screen. And how about the eye-hand coordination by the big man there? Hauling that interception in and then rumbling and bumbling and stumbling.
And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Great place to start for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's McKee. Under fire. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dances away. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.